Hey, this is Shiipty, and welcome back to the channel for another update on my current household, Annalise. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since we've talked. I took a little break for Christmas and New Year's Eve, and it was much needed. I feel so refreshed and so ready to hop back in and play some Sims with you all. I do want to give an update here. I know I've been kind of updating everywhere on my channel, whether that be in the community tab, other videos or shorts, but I am working on the Naomi episode. So it is coming. I'm just taking my time with it. I had to sit down and write it out, and now I'm gonna just hopefully start working on the cinematics portion of it, but it is going to take me some time to get out because we're going to be talking about some very serious topics. So if you're curious about that, that is an answer for that. I will also be making a post about it very soon, but just wanted to get that out there. But yes, we are here with Annalise, and today is actually the day of her Gram's funeral. I had thought I was going to record this a little bit earlier, but the holidays kind of got ahead of me and I was not able to. But I have picked out a venue, I have everything ready to go, and so the only thing that's left is for Annalise to finish getting ready. But before she could finish getting ready, she heard a knock at the door, ran downstairs, and there was a little package awaiting her. So to be specific about what Annalise received at the door, she received this box of chocolates, her favorite wine, and some flowers, and she's feeling a little bit happy regarding that. She also received a card here, so I'm gonna have her view that, and the card actually says, "Your grandmother blessed so many people with her love and kindness. I hope that you will find comfort in your memories of her and knowing others miss her too. Deepest sympathy, Emiliano NG." And I'm kind of shocked that Emiliano sent these, but also not really. He and Annalise have been working on their friendship for quite some time, and if a lot of you are wondering who's G is actually Emiliano's fiance, so he's off the market. I told you guys they were just friends. I promise you they are, but it is a little awkward, and I think that it's going to be awkward for other people to accept. But I think that she's going to go ahead and she is going to eat one of these truffles, right? Even though she's already brushed her teeth, she's just ready to crack open into something that just tastes good and something that she enjoys. And oh my gosh, she's probably really just fighting the urge. She had a pop-up this morning, and it was this one here specifically. It made me so sad, guys. It said hard to get out of bed. Some days it just doesn't feel worth getting out of bed, and I think that she's just really struggling with the fact that Gram's not here, and I think that it's going to take her some time to accept this. But like I said, the funeral is today. Again, something we're really not looking forward to, but something that has to be done, you know, just as the grief process. She's tearing into these chocolates, girl. I don't blame you. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Emiliano remembered these are my favorite, as well as that wine. She's so excited. But the funeral is at 11, so I think that we should probably stop with the chocolates for a second. Oh my gosh, those are making me want chocolate. And we're gonna head upstairs and check on her boyfriend Jorge. He was actually in the process of taking a shower, so everyone should for the most part just still be getting ready or getting situated. Our dad Ted actually had to work last night, and so he's really exhausted, but our mom is up, and Grace is just gonna tell him, hey, you know, you need to wake up. We have to get ready for mom's funeral. And she has really been going through it, guys. Grace has been just experiencing all kinds of emotions. As you all can see here now, she's really angry, and it's still not fair. Why me? This is from grieving, and this is also from grieving. So I just find that it's very interesting that Grace is really upset, and she's wondering who can she blame for the fact that her mom's not here. You know, she is very angry at this point in time, and I feel like I've heard it somewhere before, probably just in passing or seen it online, but there are different stages to grief, and the first one is usually, I think I might be out of order, but like sadness, anger, acceptance, and there's another stage to it. But it's just very real to see Grace experiencing all of these. And this one says, every morning is a reminder of how unfair life can be. How could things be going so bad for Grace? This world is so cruel and unforgiving. So she's just really upset. She's got the march of time. This is from early midlife crisis. She's missing out on her dreams. She's seeking solace. Oh my gosh, I hate this for her. She has shared sadness, but she's also smooth sailing. You know, she's got that in the back of her mind. But yeah, she's just got a lot of things going on, guys. And I feel like it's very understandable. Tim, you are not going to work today. That is one thing that I do want to comment on, is the fact that with the, I guess, what is it called? Life and Death expansion pack, we did not receive the option to allow our Sims to take grievance. Like, that is a thing. It is something that happens in real life. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed it somewhere. Maybe it's because he's not Graham's son. I don't know. But please let me know down below. I personally haven't found it. So if it is there, I apologize for not seeing it. But at this moment in time, I haven't been able to find it. So I just find it kind of weird that like our Sims can't request time off for that. But we're just going to use a vacation day, I guess. It could also be this career, because salary person career, they are 100% constantly trying to work you around the clock. But Ted's hanging in there. He's so excited to quit this job. He can't wait. He just can't see himself working here for the remainder of his life, especially even for a year longer. It's just very stressful. So I can't wait for him to get a new job. But everyone for the most part is ready to go. Jorge just finished getting dressed and he's coming out here to comfort Annalise. He just, he knows this is the big day. She's been really dreading this day, but we're finally here, and he's letting her know that he's going to be there every step of the way with her. But Grace received a phone call that the limo is outside and ready to pick them up. So we're going to go ahead and hop in the car and head over to the funeral. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not looking forward to this. Well, guys, we are finally here, and Annalise is just having a very difficult time, but she was able to place the flowers on the casket for her mother. And I do think that now we are just going to kind of gather and sit and honor Graham. Oh my gosh, Annalise can't take it. And her sister-in-law is like, I'm here for you. I understand it's difficult, but we're going to get through this together. And Carrie also came. She is so sad to see Annalise a mess, but she's like, I'm here for you, okay? Carrie's wife is also here in attendance to just, show her support. She never really met Graham but a few times, but she is here. I think she might actually be in the restroom. But one thing that the family is the most upset with right now, guys, is the fact that Aunt Kathy, like, she went all the way out for the dramatics. And I don't understand. I think that she has always been the one who has seeked attention, but this could also be her way of coping. Maybe getting dressed up is helping her. But I would like to point out the fact that Grace was a little angry with her at first, but Ted was able to calm her down and kind of get her to where she needed to be to actually give the eulogy and host this funeral. So we are going to ask for a moment of silence for Graham. And everyone is going to go ahead and get in their stance. And oh my gosh, look at Brad. He just can't even leave the side of his grandmother's casket. He is truly heartbroken by this. He especially, I think, feels like he didn't spend as much time with her there towards the end. And so he has a lot of guilt. But as you guys can tell, we have a ton of color at this funeral besides the attire. Graham really wanted her family to celebrate her life and to not be sad, but it is going to be difficult for them to do this, but they're going to try their best. But I do feel like Mom would probably give a very mournful eulogy. She's going to have probably the hardest time because she was so close with her mother and they were living together, but she is starting her speech. Oh, there's Lindsay. Lindsay's here as well to show her support. But Annalise did hear the doors open behind her and she wasn't sure who walked in. But guys, if you all take a look back here, look at who came to show their support. Yes, this is none other than Emiliano. Emiliano is kind of the sim, I feel like, that started all of this with Annalise. And so to see him here supporting, we don't get to see G, aka Gemma, because I don't think that Gemma is really, one, she's probably not into doing stuff like this, and two, she's never even met Annalise. And so he came here alone. Again, he's not here on any ill intentions. He just wants to show his support. Yeah, he is. We're thankful for that. Poor Lindsay. She cannot find a single spot to sit in, but Annalise is very thankful. And I like how Jorge, guys, please excuse his skin. I forgot to replace this and it's been broken for some time, so it's a little glitchy right now. But Jorge is watching Emiliano. I wouldn't say that he's the jealous type, but he's just curious. He's like, what does he have some ill intentions behind it? Annalise has been very transparent with Jorge. She's been telling him that, she and Emiliano are talking again and it's just as friends. He sees the messages. Not that he goes looking for them or anything, but, she does keep him in the loop of things and he knows that it's nothing crazy on her side. But I do want her to get up, and I think that I'm going to have her hug him because she's very thankful that he's here for her. I think she and Kim wanted to sit together during that, but she's like, thank you so much, dear, for being here for me. And he's like, of course, babe, I wouldn't miss this for anything. We do have some other tasks that we have to complete for this funeral. And so I think I'm going to try my best because this is the first time I am doing this. But I think Kim wanted to give a speech as well. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting how this is working. This actually works a lot better than my wedding stories, which I'm so confused because I feel like it's the same premise. But yeah, I'm just happy it works. But we're here listening to everyone's speeches, and I think that one really hit Jorge in the heart, and also Annalise. She's so sad. But we also have to mourn the deceased, give a light-hearted eulogy, and have a moment of silence again. So we'll probably do those after Kim. I think that Annalise would probably not be the best to give the happy eulogy. So I think that her dad is going to step in place, and he is also going to orchestrate a moment of silence for Graham. He knew this woman for such a long time, since he was probably a teenager, late teenager, young adult. And so he's going to try his best to really honor her in the best way possible. But he is just taking a moment of silence to honor this wonderful woman. And I do think that after that, we will go ahead and give a lighthearted eulogy and really just share a fun story. You know, maybe the time when he first came over to her house to pick up Grace for their date, and she was like, hey, if you're going to take my daughter out, I need to know everything about you. I need to know your name, where you live, your parents' phone number, all of that. He's like, we didn't have cell phones for her to track me, but that woman was in the bush watching the whole time. He was like, she wanted to make sure I took care of her daughter. And so he's feeling very happy in this moment, very flirty also, because he's just remembering this time with Grace. You know, things have not been the greatest in their marriage for the last few months, but we're hoping that they get better. But he's just sharing a really lighthearted story of Graham, and I think that it's kind of getting everyone in a more positive spirit. But this is wonderful. We really appreciate this, Dad. Thank you so much. But we have now moved this funeral outside. It has been a very long day, but it is officially time for everyone to say their goodbyes to Graham. And so we're just gathering, and everyone's having a moment to really express how they're feeling. There's a lot of people running around, but I think they're just trying to find a place to stand. But yeah, this has been a really difficult day, but I do think that we're going to have Annalise actually reminisce about the dead. And I think that she would also probably light a candle for her grandmother. And I think that we will also be just weeping for her, because this is so heavy right now. And oh, I think Carrie's giving a speech. Oh, she is. Oh, they're like, thank you so much, Carrie. Annalise now steps up because it is her turn, but I'm really just side-eyeing Kathy right now. Like, I'm watching her. I'm making sure she's not trying to do the most to really divert the attention in honoring grandmother and honoring Graham to herself. But Annalise goes ahead and she lights that candle, and she's like, Graham, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss our talks. I'm going to miss hanging out with you and being able to just talk to you and get your advice. And oh, guys, I can't do this, y'all. Look at Annalise. She is so broken right now. Annalise and pretty much everybody, Brad and even Kim is over here very upset. But guys, nothing really from Kathy. Kathy is just kind of, she's kind of here. Mom is also a little angry. Again, I think that she's getting upset with Kathy, but we'll address that on another day. This is about Graham, so we need to pay attention to her. But we are just about done with this event, and I think that the last thing we could probably officially do is tend to Graham's gravesite. That was everything that needed to be done for the event. So I think that Annalise is just going to get down on her hands and knees, kind of clear that snow off the plate there, and just let Graham know, like, this isn't the last time that we'll see each other, and one day I'll see you again, and I just look after me until then, okay? So we have been home for quite some time, and the entire time we've been home, Grace has been on the phone with her sister Kathy, really just giving her an earful, asking her what her problem is, why she was such a big show off today, and just everything was off about her. If anybody's gonna know that she's being different, it's her sister Grace. She's gonna pick up on those cues, and she's gonna tell that her sister is doing more than she needs to. And so she's really giving her an earful. She's upset. She's like, today was supposed to be about mom and you made it all about yourself. But with that being said, it's been a very long conversation and an even longer day, and she is ready to get herself a bite to eat and possibly head to bed for the night. Annalise and Jorge were actually just sitting down here. They were waiting for her to go to the bedroom because they didn't want to interrupt her having her phone call or also just be in the way. But Annalise is hungry as well. So I think we're going to grab just something simple. We could also just snack on those chocolates once again. Oh no, I think she ate them all. I think we did. There's no more. I was looking for them, but they're all gone. Or we could have a glass of that wine together. So let me have her just get a quick snack. What would be something that I would be really into? Probably a bowl of cereal, honestly, but cereal with wine. I'm not side-eyeing anybody who enjoys it, but something tells me that the the milk and the wine probably wouldn't mix well together. So for realism, let's just not compare those two, whether they taste good or not together. But I'm gonna have Jorge go and grab that bottle of wine. I think that all we have to really do is just open up the refrigerator and drag it into our inventory. And I'm going to have him place it on the table. And he's like, oh, so this is what Emiliano got you. And she's like, yeah, it's not weird, right? And he's like, no, it says it's from him and his fiance. So it's totally cool. He's like, and this one's expensive. We appreciate the donation. So he's just cracking open those two glasses of wine, and he's like, we can have a seat at the table and drink this. And so she's going to come in here and join him. He's also ready for bed. I think that this is going to be like what they have before they lay down for the night. And she's just getting some snuggles in, but she is so exhausted. It has been a very, like I said, very eventful day, but she is so happy that Jorge was here with her every step of the way. I'm going to have her go ahead and have a sip of that wine. Same thing for Jorge. And he's never had this wine. It's Annalise's favorite, but he's not really a drinker. He doesn't drink beer, alcohol, or wine. And so it's just not really up his alley. Let me actually go ahead and get Grace in bed as well because she's so exhausted. So she's going to go to sleep. But yeah, he's not much of a drinker. Annalise is the one who enjoys having wine every now and then. But he's like, hey, that's pretty good. She's like, yeah, it tastes super sweet, right? And he's like, yeah. But I do think that he is, like I said, he's not jealous, but he's just really curious about Emiliano because he doesn't know him. And I think he's just really wanting to sit down and chat with him, get to know him and know his intentions and everything. And let me know what you guys think about that. Do you all think that it's weird that he wants to sit down and chat with him? Or do you find that it's kind of acceptable? Annalise is going to be his wife one day when he proposes to her. He hasn't yet, but he's looking to that as a possibility for them. And so I do think that, him wanting just to meet him, and it can be all three of them together, or it could just be him and Emiliano, but him just wanting to meet him and know who he is. And, because they're talking so much, but let me know what you guys think down below. I do think that I'm also going to have them just have a little moment together. Annalise is so happy that she has him here with her. And I think that I'm just going to have them slow dance. They're very satisfied in their relationship. I love that for them. Of course they are. They're so happy. I guess they're heading upstairs. They're going to have some privacy and some alone time and just cuddle in bed. Looks like they're trying to do more than cuddle, but well, oh, they're going in the closet. I can't help what my Sims do sometimes on their own, guys. I apologize. I apologize. Because me, in this moment, I probably wouldn't have this happen, I wouldn't think that it was the right time, but they're just gonna do what they're gonna do, I guess. But I'm gonna let them chill, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, and Annalise is up here just getting her morning duties out of the way, washing her face, using the restroom, all of that. And her boyfriend, I keep wanting to say husband so bad, guys. Her boyfriend is actually downstairs prepping some breakfast for the two of them. So she's just getting herself together. He also is just making breakfast in general. So of course, Annalise's mom and dad can have some as well. But we are going to head downstairs and grab a bite. He's not much of a cook, so we're a little skeptical, but Annalise is grateful nonetheless that he is even attempting to make something to eat. We also recently received our bills. They are, oh my gosh, no, you're joking. Jorge, it's on fire. Wait. Oh my God. I think I'd rather him not help if this is gonna happen. Oh my gosh, you are joking, my cat. Call the fire department, somebody extinguish it. At least you actually don't have to call. Your dad got the fire extinguisher. I think that this is 100% going to be something that everyone remembers in the house. You know, Jorge set the oven on fire. Wow. Jorge's embarrassed probably in front of her dad also. Oh my gosh, this couldn't be any worse. Well, I think it's safe to say that we are probably ordering in because our oven has been roasted. And I feel like realistically, we wouldn't just be able to instantly get an oven. So we're going to be out without an oven for a little bit until we can actually go and buy another one, because we also just got our bills and they are quite pricey. So mom and dad are probably going to have to help with accommodations for that, but it's okay. We're just happy that no one was hurt, but she is very hungry. So I think that we are just going to try to order some delivery. You guys know I always struggle trying to find where the delivery option is because I don't use it very often. I have my Sims cook at home, and I think that it's just something I struggle with. So let me see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, where is it? Okay, I found it. So it was under the house. I guess I just might have scrolled past it. So we are just going to order some Zoomers. It is kind of technically lunch, but it's still early breakfast time. So I'm hoping they have something. I mean, we could all get BLTs. So it'd be pretty easy and to the point. And it is kind of like brunch lunch thing. So I am going to get 4 orders of BLTs sent to the house because I can't wait. Like, that's like, dang, I cannot believe that kid set the kitchen on fire. Like, it was just scrambled eggs. What was he doing? Ted's not mad, but he's just like, that's kind of funny. So he's in here just brewing his coffee. He can't help but smell the burnt smell in the kitchen, but he's hoping that the aromas of the coffee will actually help kind of get that out of here. Annalise is helping herself to some snacks real quick because she just can't wait for this delivery to get here. Hopefully it won't take forever, but oh my gosh, we can at least pretend like we cleaned the counter, right? We clean the counter, but unfortunately, I would imagine that we don't have an oven here right now. Or hey, it's okay, honey. The fire's already been put out. You guys need to chill. Oh my gosh, he's trying to cook. Okay, Zoomers is gonna be here soon. Zoomers is gonna be here soon. Just clean that up real quick. Help yourself to some coffee. Dad made it special. So we'll get him a cup of that, and Annalise will also grab a cup of coffee. Let me check outside and see if the Zoomers got here yet. Oh my gosh, they are here. Wow, that was amazing. Mom, can you grab that for us? Just sure, honey. Let me go get it. She's out here cooking too. Everyone was just so hungry. They couldn't wait, but we're heading out to grab that Zoomers right now. Very excited about these BLTs. They ordered it from a really not fancy, but well-known local restaurant. So hopefully these hit the spot. But oh, why can't they just hand it to us? They had to bring it all the way in. It's okay. It's just a little odd. All right, let me go ahead and unload the delivery bag. Oh, we need a tip too. We'll give a $10 tip. There we go. Actually do that first, Mom. Give the tip. All right, now that that's been settled, we should be good to go ahead and unload the delivery bags. Also wanted to point out that Grace is still struggling a great deal with the anger she has towards her sister at this moment, but I'm hoping that it will pass eventually. She just needs some time of her own to really just deal with those emotions, I guess. But hopefully, yeah, she'll get through it and just try not to let it upset her as much. But everyone is going to come and grab their BLT. I think that I'm really going to have to adjust this house because her mom eating outside in the snow is just not appealing right now. This is very much so let's play The Sims 4 versus a orchestrated episode of Annalise, so I apologize. I just wanted to get in and play this with you guys, and I knew that it wasn't going to go perfect because it is a funeral event and I've never played with them, so I figured this episode or update would probably be a little all over the place, but hopefully you guys are okay with that and you're just happy to see the gameplay. But next update will be a lot better. But yeah, we are just having a simple day, you know, just doing the funeral and then kind of the afterwards effects. I do want you guys to leave in the comments though how you feel about Jorge in the Emiliano situation, because I'm not going to do it until you guys tell me what you all think, because I don't want to overstep, you know, I don't want Jorge to overstep. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I do think I'm going to wrap up this part right here. Hopefully it was full enough and you guys enjoyed the update. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to be a tugboat if you aren't one already. I love you guys and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye everyone.